Hello everyone, I'm back. Today I'm going to show you the reasons why that you want to do the job properly. Because sometimes this leaks and I just patch it up. And I'm not sure how well you can look at that. Hold up, I have the phone. There you go. Yeah, and I believe that's cell licking too, kinda. So we're gonna fix up properly. And luckily for me, I have the gaskets, finally. So this little gasket for the top radiator hose for, well, right here. Those all patched up, and the whole crankcase for the generator, which is all right here. So yeah, we're gonna get that fixed. Alright, for this procedure, you need 2 buckets. I'm cleaning this one with WD-40 right now. It's very dirty. So what you need to do is you need to leak out, drain all the coolant out. And then take this plastic hose out. And so you drain the coolant with one of them. And then after that, you take the whole engine case cover off, and then some oil will come out. So you gotta be prepared for that. Yeah, this is a messy job. First time doing it was horrible. It was a nightmare. Alright, so first thing when draining is you want to pull out this plug, and basically just make sure that you have a good distance. Basically, this is the drain plug. It will have like a copper washer. Like a washer on it. This is, you can't really see that. Let's be really careful. We don't need to open the radiator cab. We don't need to because okay then. That shouldn't happen. Oh wait, no, that's right, because if I open the drain plug, as you'd see, there's a washer on it. You can't really see that well. Anyways, if we open the drain plug, I will in a bit, all the coolant come out. Yep. So you see? Oops. See, it comes out quite a distance. There you go. I was like, this isn't normal. They kind of thought my bike wasn't overheating, so there must be coolant in there. It's like, totally forgot. It's basically like holding a straw. How you press in one end. No, you put water in it first, and then you press one of the straw, and we put it on. Or when you let the straw out, there's still water in it until you releases that pressure, that air, and then air is going through. And then the water comes down. Same thing with this. Alright, so after that, you just want to let the drain for a little bit. Make sure you also get that off, just pull that up and get it away, and then you want to take out this bolt to take out this whole thing. Interestingly enough, actually, is that when I was having so much leak problem with that bit, it's funny because I did not realize there was a bolt right there. I never noticed it until after a while. I was like, wow. And then ever since I got a bolt for it, I was like, wow. That's funny. You live and learn. Okay, so after that, you want to take this bolt out. Stupid. Also, since this is radiator fluid, and then radiator fluid, if it's green, you want to keep your dogs or any animals away from it, because to them it's like food. It tastes like food to them. They can easily die from it. If it's blue, it's actually safe to drink, but I still don't recommend drinking it. because it won't kill you, it just gives you horrible, horrible diarrhea. So take a mind of that. Alright, so after you've done that, just take this bolt off. You simply want to loosen this. It's hard to do with slippery hands. There you go. Just make sure you get as much radiator fluid out as possible. Be careful with this O-ring, because I've been using it for so many. I've been pulling out and in and out with this so many times. I'm not sure how long it'll last. To be honest. Alright, and then you just put your bolt back in. For now. And so after this, no, we don't. Good. So after this, we need to take out this, and we need to take out this bolt too, and this whole cover too. And so that means if we're going to take out this whole thing, because for this to get out, I hope we don't need to take this off again, because I take this off before, and it's a pain to put it back on. So we need to take out this shifter link, or you need to take off this, the bolt right there. This whole thing comes out like that, and then 3 bolts, and then for the rest of this, it's gonna be a long day. All right, so this is the normal. So this should come out easily, but it's not. For some reason, something's stuck. Even all the bolts are out. This is only 3 bolts. The heck. I don't have a mallet, but I do have a hammer and some towels, so hopefully that works. Alright, so I finally got it off this, you can see. So what happened is that there's some of the gasket maker on right here, and it was just like really stuck. So that should be normal. But since I got it out now, we could just continue on changing out this gasket. So yeah. So what I did with this one actually is that I put I put the original gasket on, and then I put a gasket maker over it, so it could give a really good seal. And so yeah, that's working really well. Alright, so basically, once you do that, you want to take out these 2 bolts, which are really simple, but then you want to pull on this. Make sure you got your bucket, because sometimes there can be a fluid going through and everything. And here's a bad gasket. Wow, that is really bad. Yeah, that's very bad. So we're gonna do it properly, and so it won't leak besides just patching it up. Alright, so basically once you get your new O-ring, I like to dip mine in a little bit of coolant, just so that it could get into here better. These stretches in there. Oh my god, this is like hard to do with one hand. Yeah. We need to take this off, and then so it'll be easier for us to take the engine case cover off. So it's very simple. Just get this, or like a Phillips head, or something, and then you'll be able to take that off, or like a bolt or whatever. Alright, so I can take it off. It's not a big deal. You don't absolutely have to. Anyways, so now we're going to take off all of these bolts surrounding the engine case cover. So yeah, make sure you don't get them mixed up. A way to do so, how to do is take them out as slow as possible, but don't take them out. And then try to take the engine case cover off with the bolts are still in, if that's possible. If not, then yeah, you have to take the bolts out, put them in order, and hopefully you won't lose or mess up one. So yeah. Alright, so basically I got all that stuff out under there and all of that. So now I'm going to take, at least so far I'm losing all the bolts, and right now I'm in the process of taking them out. And so yeah. So basically I just loosen it up. I crack it open a little, and that's oil. So this is why I told you to bring 2 buckets, because last time I did this I was like, crap. So yeah, just bring 2 buckets and you should be fine if you know what you're doing. That's why I'm here, to show you the right way. So basically it was kind of hard because of this, and mostly because of this. This is the evaporator system. So actually, if it has like this type of system, it is actually a California model because this is the evap system for emissions purposes, and yeah. So what you want to do is get your new gasket, open that up, make sure everything's clear. Now the reason I told you to make sure to leave the bolts all the way in all the time is so that when you put that on, and then leave it against the where it needs to be placed at, then so held up better like that. It'd be easier for me. But I'll just recommend just taking all the bolts out and put it in order, because you know it's kind of hard to take it all in one place where all the bolts are leaving. I did drop some, so some might be mixed up and everything. So we'll see. It'd be an easy fix as it is or isn't. So yeah, time to take off all the gaskets. All the gaskets all around, including here. Now there is a gear that goes to right there. Basically that's the starter. This is the starter right here. This turns the flywheel and makes the engine runs. So yeah. Look at all that gasket maker. So yeah, so once you clean all the gasket out, put the new one in, make sure the gear's on properly, and yeah, this should be good. Alright, so once you get a gasket, or clean all the other gaskets out, you want to make sure that all this is like, oh crap. Hey, damn it. There we go. So make sure that's on there like that, and this will be on there like this. And so you want to make sure the gears are aligned up with this gear, and then you should be okay. Alright, so that was messy. So what you want to do, actually, there's the gear in there when I mentioned. You want to put that pin and gear into there first, not into the cover, because it'll be a lot more difficult. So put the gear and pinion onto right there first, and then, well no, first, yeah, put the gear pinion and then put the gasket where it's kind of like where the bolt is for like over here. It kind of sticks out a little, and you put the gasket right there so it'll hold the gasket in place, and then you put the cover back on. Okay, so that was a little difficult, but alright, I'm finished with this now. Finally, I'm going to just clean the chain now. Then, as you can see, oh, you can't really see it at all. There's a good gasket in there. Finally, it's not ghetto. It will not leak anymore, hopefully. And now what you need to do is make sure you put the new gasket into here, and then just push it in there. Remember, small bolt goes to right here, big bolt goes to right there. And after that, make sure you fill up your coolant and fill up your oil, and you should be all done.